What's up, family? It's your boy, man named God King, coming in with another video. Shout out to the family in diaspora. Shout out to the family where y'all at in the U.S. knowing what's going on. Keep it popping. But fam, I'm just coming with another quick video. Like in my other one, we're gonna start talking about where black people come from. You know, we got all the type of YouTube channels. Like brothers bringing the knowledge, the sisters bringing the knowledge. And I'm just gonna start off with just a basic one. I'm gonna do a series on where where were black people before we came to this earth plane, and where was um where were we going? What were we doing in those in the spiritual realm before the Creator put us into this into the physical realm, known as what you know as the earth plane, or you might have other people call the third dimensional aspect. I'm just gonna give some couple of books that I would recommend, just to start off a basic teaching, and I have some other ones as well. It's one called The Black Root Science. Got my boy King Tut. And basically this book gives all access to herbs, know about your history, and then you get the PDF book as well. It gives dates on talking about with Atlantis and Sumerian documentation. Gives with the Bible, how a lot of times with different stories that correlate with each other, and towards the end of the book, it has a fasting regimen that sooner or later I should have been started, but you know how life go. Got a lot of things going on, this, that, and the third, that we got to take in consideration. That I fast too, but I fast, but I need to get more back. I gotta get back into it like I was when I was playing playing ball. I still exercise, we still look good, whatever, but we gotta keep our health up, and it's good for our spiritual, so we can stay in tune with the Most High, knowing what's going on in this world that we know what's going on in allegedly 2020 as we know today. But this book has a lot of dealing with science, and it has questions on what people might would have asked as as far as like I'm gonna give y'all an example, family. Like the way where like dealing with certain herbs, like herbs dealing with like dealing with your hearing, and like melanin. Hey guys, that's in there too. It's talking about melanin and uh type of stuff. It's a good book that I would recommend, and it's another good book which I know about Dr. Africa. This book right here is, I just started today, but I have another one that shows something dealing with herbs, but I'm gonna get into that one. This one basically is some of the different aspects of melanin, and giving us the whole. He breaks down the full blueprint on the different glands and certain foods that affects our melanin, and a lot of other foods and certain drinks that what we need to absorb our melanin, that we need to fast, need to stop eating a lot of processed foods, which we all guilty of. Hey, even myself, and I know better, but hey, once you know better, you do better. Sometimes we may stray away a little bit, but that's okay. Long as we know and get on the balance path and breaking out certain habits on what we do in our daily life, hey, you'll see. Just know that we're in a spiritual battle, psychologically, mentally, and economic battle, family. So we're gonna get into the video real quick. Talking about the Black Root Science. This is the book right here. It's the book right here, like I just showed you. And like I said, I would recommend anybody to get it, just just for a basic start off, and you can build up on it. Get your library together, family. Get your library. But we're gonna go into the video here, and I can't show it because the way they got this stuff set up on basically I'm just reading from the PowerPoint here that I had put together is one of them talking about the mind, the body, and the cosmos. Our Earth and solar system were created 78 trillion years ago. That's what they say, but with the spiritual realm, there's no time, there's no date. So we're just gonna read off of what's here. As soon as the Earth was ready, 144,000 our melanated ancestors. I have to say melanated. I just threw that in there because we don't understand that once you out there in the cosmos, you're dealing with dark matter and all type of substances that correlates with that correlates with into the physical realm as well, that has the effect on in the spiritual aspect concerning on the way how we live our life. 144,000 our ancestors came from another star system. The star called Sirius. That was worshipped by the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Cometians, the Kamutans. They inhabit the earth after preparing and seeding it with the plant and animal life. After about 7,000 years since their arrival, their population increased from 144,000 to 1 billion and 8 million. This number, 1.8 billion, is the most sacred number in creation. Creation shun means more, because I can break down the Bible as well. We're gonna break all that stuff down as well. Number of the original people who inhabit the first earth of our universe countless trillions of years ago. Because you got to understand at this point right here of our ancestors, which as you can say like angels, the natural gods, the Anunnaki, whatever the case may be, whatever you call them. Does every earth inhabit thereafter keeps number as their final and stable population? It was determined to be idle number of people that can inhabit a planet the size of Earth in the complete comfort, without imposing on each other or the natural resources, as well as the animals and plants. It enables complete freedom of movement for all life on the planet, and this is essential for peace, prosperity, and spiritual. We're gonna look at them what those words mean, family. We'll see what peace means. As I push vocabulary as well, so we got to know your words, Okay, it's coming from the dictionary here. It's a noun. The first one, freedom from disturbance and tranquility. And the second one is a state or period in which there is no war or a war has ended. So basically, and then what's another one? Prosperity. Prosperity. A successful, flourishing, a thriving condition, especially in the financial respects. Properties, circumstances characterized, but that's what people, we're gonna see what it. A state of being prosperous, meaning evolving from one state to another state. We're gonna see what spiritual means. We just put spirituality. The quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. Okay. Growth and gaining of knowledge. Growth and gaining of knowledge. Don't stay in the same state as what you was before. Supposed to gain. Even though we have our moments where we don't wanna leave, we don't wanna do this. Even myself. But we got to grow. We got to get out. We got to, because it be certain times that the Creator has us there for a certain season or a certain period. That what was your assignment for that time for? What was like? What did you gain out of that? What did you learn for that experience? Did you learn some, or did you did stuff that you had no business doing? Whatever the case may be, as a learning, that's what I always tell people. I always been like that since I was younger. They always don't look at life as, oh, I'm just getting up going to work. Oh, I'm just here to clean the house. Oh, I'm just here to no, it's a learning thing. It's about character. Everything has has a learning tool for to better yourselves as the individual, male or female. And then number three, this is going back to the PowerPoint. The reason why the number is specifically 1.8 8 billion is described in the mathematics section of the Black Root Science. Mathematics. We're gonna get into some math too. We're gonna get know about algebra, geometry, quantum physics, chemistry. All that stuff correlates with each other. The first Earth mentioned above was created by 1.8 million original gods. That's what it say. Gods, it's angels, wherever the case may be, because everybody got them terms. So I just give respect to what, just say creators. You got the Most High, you got the other creators that created, that did His work for him from the start. The original 1.8 gods from the stars of the previous universe. They had existed in that previous universe towards its end, along with the trillions upon countless trillions of other people in a state of mind called the divine unity, and or the oneness of God. It is a state of mind where all people in the universe unite as one. This one is God in truth, not the spirit of God, not the spirit God modern religions. No, we don't deal with religion. We deal with the spirituality on the concept of the Most High, the concept of God. When the trillions upon trillions of people at the end of the previous universe were united as one, they experienced indescribable expansions of their minds, which were as one mind. It expanded to such extent it not only circumcised the entire universe, but exceeded any boundaries in immeasurable extent. The one mind of God became so large that previous universe could no longer contain him slash herself, he slash she, felt a need for a larger universe in which experience of life would continue. The trillions upon trillions of people still united as one, then decided to abandon that universe. They consciously left their perfect bodies and rose in mind far above the universe. They then looked down on it and saw a small sphere, means the circle. The way our Earth looks when it's seen from high above in space, that's whenever you go on different they different cameras, what you see from uh from Google or them different TV shows. You know, it's like the universe when they have the camera. It's a sphere. Everything in life it's a circle. You know what I say? Like if you, it's like this here. You gonna like I said, you gonna see it again. It's a circle, 360 degrees. 360-degree turnaround. Go back to the radius, 3.114 or the 16 to the radius, whatever the case may be. You gonna see that again. It's like this here. You should reap what you sow. The plant that you seed, the plant that you seed, it's gonna harvest positive, negative. Let's see. The trillions upon trillions people said. Okay, okay, here we go. Now the mind is always attached to the body. Come out the mind. There is no such thing as a mind without a body, as so-called spiritualists would like to believe. The mind can extend beyond the outer reaches of space because we are spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings. Heaven and earth won't pass because we are a spiritual people. Melanated people, we are a spiritual people, man. Like, we're not material. We use the material as a tool on our everyday path of life. So we can, like, for example, like money. We always talk about economics. We always talk about getting the fly. So, oh yeah, we like it, man. Look, we like it. But look, I like staying G'd up. You know what I'm saying? We like to look, like the brother, we like to work out because I work out too. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Got them guns, but anyway, don't put so much emphasis on the material. We got to have the balance on our life. That's what we fail at as a community. Because I say it all the time. We fail as a community because we don't have the proper structure concerning the household and our life on our spiritual level and on our physical realm, so we can stay in tune with the Creator on knowing how our ancestors live life, how they are doing life, how do they look at life as far as what we do today. Because we got so many different religions out here, it controls the mind. Because once it controls the mind, I can tell you anything and make you believe it instead of like having where you think for yourself. Because once you're able to think, hey, you ain't gonna believe. You got to know that you'll come to the form of knowing. Knowing is better than believing. Because once I know something, I know like, hey, I get direct contact with the Creator, with the Most High. Knowing what's going on, had the ability to conclude knowing what's right and knowing what's wrong. I'm going to have to make that decision for myself. Nobody can do that except for me. Make that decisions except for me. I have to make that choice. He even on the female, even on the female side, even the goddesses too. Mind can extend beyond the outer reaches of space, even expand infinitely. But a magnetic attraction always attaches to the physical body. The magnetic attraction, this space at death, and the mind and the individual personality or soul then ascends. Let's see here. Meaning this. We always had anybody that passed away, their soul emotions move on. But they spirit man, or the spiritual or the conscious will move on to another body. That's a whole nother teaching I'm gonna get into. Well, I'm gonna break this down. You know, I'm gonna shut it down for the day. I'm probably gonna come up, my battery running down on me, family. So I'm just gonna do this one real quick. The unified mind of the people who are as one person was so immense that the stars appeared to be the size of atoms. As this person was contemplating the universal sphere, she saw that it was a acquaint for a habitation as a new earth, new earth, new earth, with all the stars being its atoms. She made 1,000,000,000 new bodies, correspond to the size of the new earth, using some of its substance, meaning the stars / the atoms. Then she disconnected the magnetic connection to the old bodies and left them in the old universe. The 1.8 billion gods then descended upon the new earth into the new bodies, meaning this: the old bodies were regenerated into the new bodies that was placed here on this planet. The matter of every star and planet in the universe is created in 7 forms, 7 meaning completion. In modern words, these are the magnetism, electricity, light, ether, gases, liquids, and solids. The fourth substance, ether, is the essential supporting substance of the other 6. It is the womb. The womb of creation, called space, which you know as your solar system. The kingdom, which you know as like the heavenlies, the heavenly spectrum, which you know as dark matter, so to speak. It is black in color, as one can see by looking out into space at night. This absolute blackness called space not only supports the outer substances, but it also gives individual color to all objects because the color black contains all other colors in itself. Melanin. 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 Hence, when the 8 billion gods, original gods, made themselves new bodies, they covered them in skin whose color is black, getting directly from the ether, dark matter, cosmos. What is the womb? Womb y'all already know what the womb is. I ain't gotta explain nothing to y'all, but some of y'all, what y'all don't understand is the womb represents the woman. You got male and female all day long. All day long. We're gonna get into some more. Because all creation has a male / female or negative, positive principle. Negative is not used in a derogatory sense, but as a compliant of positive. The 0.8 billion original that proceed to the entity create perfect plants and animals called the original totems, from which the evolutionary life forms evolve. They also proceed to create new stars and new planets around the first earth by consenting part of their expanded mind. Peace and love, family. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and comment, subscribe. Tell people about the information. All praises to the divine creator. Peace to the melanated gods and goddesses of the earth.